Hey, what's going on? I had an idea a couple days ago about a video series or a potential video series about how to be more successful in 2020. This first episode, the first idea that came to my mind when I thought about this was efficiency. I think efficiency is super important. Without efficiency, you tend to take longer to do the things that you're supposed to do or you need to do on a day-to-day basis. And then that snowballed from efficiency to a couple other options or opportunities that I was thinking about. So this may turn into a full-on series, but right now it's just a one-of-one video. I figured I could do a breakdown of ways you can be more efficient throughout your day. If you're a business owner or a content creator or whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day basis, there's definitely some things that people might not know that they could do to be more efficient throughout the day. But without further ado, here's the video. The things that I do in the company that I run, efficiency. So efficiency is something that I have thought a lot about the past probably 12 to 18 months. It's something that I focused on to improve both my day-to-day, either throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. So keeping all of those tasks on track and being efficient overall is definitely going to help you get to that next step. So I had 4 or 5, I think 4 ideas or key points that you could utilize to make yourself more efficient throughout the day. Obviously, first and foremost, the most important thing is task management. You get on a ASANA or a Trello. I'm sure there's tons of applications and programs that you could use to be better at things like keeping your tasks in line or working with a team and coordinating who's doing what throughout the day. ASANA is what we use. I've been on Trello before. It's not my favorite. I'm personally pretty comfortable with Asana. Obviously, this is not a sponsored video by any means, but regardless of if it's Asana, Trello, X, Y, and Z, get on one of those. I'm not going to do a breakdown video of the programs because that's not what this is. It's just more of an idea, more to get you thinking. How you can be more efficient throughout your day to day and things like that. Number 2, automation. Automation is super, 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 in my opinion, super important for monotonous tasks. There's a lot of automation applications, I'm sure, out there. The 2 that we use on a day-to-day basis are Zapier and If This Then That. I think that's just a website, so I don't even know if that's an application. But for things like, I guess for us on our day-to-day basis, we do a lot of custom merchandise and apparel. So when an order comes in, the order will automatically come from the back end of the website and update onto our Asana board. That way we make sure the custom files are ready to go for production. If it's an order that's got a rush on it or needs to be placed manually or whatever the case may be, whatever the situation is for the specific order, it's ready to go and it goes through a human vetting process versus just automatically going to production and causing a mistake there. Another automation is, I said, if this, then that. That's something super simple. We put up a tweet on Twitter and it automatically will populate in our Discord server to reach however many more people that it would reach. So little things like that. There's a lot of really cool things you can do on If This Then That. It's super automated. You do one thing and it does everything else for you. And I would just look into how you could automate your business to be more efficient and to take out the monotonous, less thinking tasks and more. That way you can focus more on the customer service side of things or the big level or the high level thinking and things like that. Number 3 is going to be multitasking or cutting back on multitasking. I also have a big one on here. It's going to be less tabs. I've been a huge abuser of this. I'll have 20 tabs open on my Google Chrome browser. I'll have 4 or 5 tabs open on my Illustrator or Photoshop documents or whatever the case is. Not only does that slow down your computer, however much that it does, but at the same time you're jumping between task to task or would-be task to would-be task. You're mentally cherry picking what you might think is easier at the time, and you're not going back to the task that is either more important or it's going to take a little bit longer, or you don't want to do it because you don't want to write some quote unquote breakup email or like a bad news email or whatever the case is. What if you aren't distracted by multiple tabs, you're not going to go back into that. So if you have your one task to do, jump in that task, get it through, and then close out that application and go on to the next one. I think that's super important. Multitasking as a whole, and I'll get into this a little bit deeper on the next point. But multitasking as a whole is not really conducive to being efficient. You'll get into one thing, you'll get a rhythm, and if you're in the middle of doing a whole bunch of different things, you're going to jump around and you're never going to get into that rhythm. I think it's super important to stay in a rhythm, or to get in a rhythm, finish your task entirely and put it behind you, and then not have to worry about it until it either comes back up or something else has to be done or whatever the case may be. But you're never going to get anything done if you're jumping around all across what your day-to-day task looks like. Number 4 is putting your phone away or using do not disturb. This is something I've been doing the last probably 3 months, and I feel during my office time, it's super helpful for me, because there's a lot of times where I get a DM on Twitter, or I get an email that comes in that I get the notification on my phone. I'm in the middle of answering another email, and then I get it on my phone, so I check that, I'm distracted, and I lose focus on what I'm doing in the current email that I'm answering, or whatever the case is. Replicate that to whatever your situation could be, and like I said, you lose track. This goes back to multitasking kind of, but the gist of it here is if you have do not disturb on your phone, or if you find yourself constantly checking your phone, either put it away, put it across the room, because 9 times out of 10, if you're working remotely in an online service based business, you could do everything. You're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing from your computer anyway, and any distraction that's going to come in on your phone is just going to throw you off, whether it's open this app to receive a today bonus or whatever crap that could be throughout the day. You don't need to do that. You don't need that distraction if you're looking to be more efficient. If you're not looking to be more efficient, then you probably shouldn't have clicked this video to begin with. But yeah. All right, cool. So that, in conclusion, we had 4. I ended up having 4 different kind of things that can make you more efficient throughout your day. Those being, putting your phone away / putting it on do not disturb, eliminating multitasking to the best of your ability, automating everything that you possibly can, and utilizing task management. I think I just did those in the reverse order, so run through that backwards, I guess. But if any of these helped you, I really appreciate you leaving a like on this video, subscribing if you're into this type of content. I mentioned in the beginning of this that this may turn into a series. There are a few topics jumbling around in my brain that if I could put them together, that might turn this into a little bit of a series for the Q1 of 2020 to make your year successful. But other than that, like I said before, leave a like, comment, subscribe. What are you looking to achieve this year, and how do you think you're best going to achieve that? That would be my prompt for you to leave a comment. Enjoy your day.